Hello teacups, what's brewing? We are back. Chantal's decided she wants to be smug at the universe, so we're back with I'm bad, no apostrophe. I'm probably going to put the apostrophe in the title because I'm that kind of bitch and it will irritate me otherwise. But here she is, determined in all things. So this is an hour and 22 minutes. I have not had time to go down and clip it down because exporting it would take too long and it's already 10 to 8 at night. So we're just gonna have to do a really long react and edit it after. Let's get into things, shall we?
I love you like a love song, baby. Just looking for my what shall I call it? Lipstick.
Dignity.
Hi. Look at my hair. This is what? Why I need a wig, people. Hi guys.
I recommend them.
You're just barely up. Wow.
I wouldn't judge him for that if I were you.
I'm not showered, so I'm filthy, so I'm not gonna hang out for now.
Thank you for caring what you look like on camera, because we're in short supply of that here. Oh, lovely. Thank you. Oh, and then wipe your mouth with it and then pick your nose with it. That was beautiful.
So.
Hey, you ordered supper already?
Yeah, because I gotta go. Okay. I sent you a message. Check it and don't.
And don't read it to us? Ooh. Like you're not gonna tell us?
Wait. You sent it just a couple minutes ago, okay.
That's the wine colour she was talking about in her MAC haul, the best of the three. On one hand, I'm glad she's using it. On the other hand, please for the love of God, get a lip liner. Look how uneven that is.
Well, I'll eat it when it gets here.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry.
Okay. I'm going to clean tomorrow, this weekend.
That is a goddamn lie. You've been saying that for weeks. You still haven't done it. We do not believe you. Show it or it didn't happen.
Bad.
Well,
The fact that she's saying it's bad. You could hear, actually, I don't know if this is going to be cut out in the final edit or not, but she was reaching to get something and you could hear all the containers and the plastic just rustling as she was reaching through it. I'm betting the whole thing looks like a complete trash heap.
My hair's crispy, crunchy. Crispy crunch.
Oh.
Make it.
Yeah, extra
So,
hairspray
I
will
have a
hold
confession.
that. Let me
You
think.
probably already know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Do you like this dress? I don't know, it's just not me. No, here, I'll do it.
Tacky and a little inappropriate, I'd say it's you.
Because I have boogers. We gotta keep the house clean. Take out containers. This is my life.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. So, oh yeah, I have some updating to do. I talked to my doctor yesterday. And, she's like, well, like my throat is like 100% better. Like it's not sore, it's not swollen.
Your throat was not the issue we wanted you to focus on, ma'am. So, could you tell us what the doc said about the drugs and the STD tests? That would be wonderful.
I feel like I have really bad allergies, like in my nose. Everything, like, no burning when I pee.
ugh, there's something sticky.
Oh, it's probably my baklava. Just watch it. Okay, you don't have to.
What, this embarrasses her? Like, we'll get to the doctor stuff in a minute, but this embarrasses her? It's like trying to pick up after her and the containers are like sticky and covered in honey. She's had, what, 3 lots of baklava in the last 3-4 days and just left it there. Left it there to get sticky and attract insects and cat fur and whatever else. And I'm just, oh, just the disgrace they live in.
I appreciate it, but I don't want you to get messy.
Just clean up after yourself.
I stepped on something sticky.
Oh.
Story of our life here. She was like, well, if you want me to do testing, you'll have to. She's like, I would go to the hospital if you want testing done, because I'll have to throat swab you and everything.
Okay, so my question here, testing for the throat? Yes, you would have to be throat swabbed, but she knows as well as we do that we want her to be checked for all the other crap she's been doing. If she's got a sore throat, I don't really care. I care if she's got an STD. Like, the sore throat, okay, you might have an infection, you might have tonsillitis, that's something to get treated. That's like a normal thing. I'd like to make sure she's got no long-term effects of her current life choices. And she's not giving us that information.
And I'm like, well, my throat's starting to feel better. You know, like, what I did was I just overloaded on vitamin C. I have these vitamin C capsules. And I took, like,
because supplements fix everything. I love that she's focusing on this of all things.
And then I drank, like, loads of water. Because if you drink loads and loads of water, it flushes out.
But then also with vitamin C, sorry, again, not the point. Vitamin C, you can only absorb a certain level. Like, after that, you're just peeing it out. So I'm sure the water will help with that, but...
Yeah, I told her about my crazy weekend, and she's like, I'm not here to judge you, you know, which is nice.
Yeah, and...
We're just worried about treating you now. So she's upping my Ozempic dose, by the way. I have to go get that at the pharmacy.
Okay, but how is she treating you
Just
for the
like
other stuff?
horrid shit, like wrappers and things. So, last night, I caved in.
Right. That's all we get on the doctor. So I think the attitude, the reply is pretty much what we expected and what a lot of people were telling her, which is the doctors are just focused on what do you need right now? You need a test? Right, let's get you tested. She has not mentioned testing for anything of this. Like, she's saying she told her doctor. Any doctor worth their salt would have been like, okay, let's get you checked. You need to go to the sexual health clinic. You need to go to wherever because you need to get those tests done. And she's not mentioning that. And she's so excited again to tell us about Dom, about her escapades, that she's just going to breeze over that because that's a little uncomfortable. So let's get to this, which should be uncomfortable, but is this.
I went over to Dom's house.
I did see this coming, but
Where
there we
are we
go.
going
So
again?
did everyone.
It was just straight, sober fun. Like, just laughing.
I doubt that.
Had some hash. That's
Okay.
about it.
So that's not straight sober fun, is it? Like, she's like, oh no, he doesn't do that. But then she never sees him completely sober. You know, they're doing hash. Now, is hash as alarming as some of the other stuff? No, not to me, at least, I don't think. Obviously, I don't have much in the way of experience with drugs, but my basic thought is like, cannabis and drugs kind of around the cannabis area, legal in some places, yeah, okay, up to you. Other drugs, yeah, maybe not. That's my entire understanding of the separation of the seriousness of drugs, okay? It's as much as I've ever needed to know. As I do understand that hash is stronger than marijuana. Now, she takes a lot. When she does her THC, she takes a lot of it. So maybe she's not really noticing that much difference. But she is obviously home. And Pete said, okay, oh, you're going again. So she came home. It's late because he's just got up and they've ordered supper. So she drove home, but she did hash. Now, do we have timelines? Of course we don't. Of course we don't. Do we have the amount she did? No, but we know from her history that she tends to do a lot, and there's nothing to say she was sober driving home. There's nothing to say she wasn't, but I have questions. I have questions about her entire decision to go back, but I have questions about that specifically because driving under the influence of some things seems to be something she doesn't really worry about until people mention it to her, and I'd really like her. If she's determined to kill herself, it's her life to lose, but I really wish she'd be more careful with other people's lives. I really do.
Now, today, I'm gonna go over there, and then the weekend I'll be here to focus on myself and my house. Hi, Gail!
I'm not sure what she thinks that proves.
I know some of you are concerned based on what I told you, and
Yep.
some people have just ran with that. It's not.
When you tell us you're doing leftover meth from somebody's, his, friends, question marks, and other illegal drugs mixed with legal ones, we don't have to run very far. We don't have to run very far. We don't have to run very fast. We're not leaping to conclusions. We're taking a small step, and their conclusions are.
I'm not the type of person who can be dominated, told what to do. There's just no way.
That's not true. Told, if we came up to you and said, hey, you've got to do this, you'd be like, fuck you. But you're very, very easy to manipulate because your response to being told anything is fuck you. So if I tell you to do the opposite of what I want you to do, you'll do what I end up wanting you to do. It's not hard. You'd be like, don't do this drug. I'll be so annoyed at you. I'll be angry. Fuck you, I'm going to do that drug. Well, I just happen to have some of it here, but you know, it's a really bad idea. I do what I want. Oh, well, that was hard to figure out. Nobody has to spend more than 5 minutes with you to realize that you're not hard to break down. And the fact that you don't see that puts you in a lot of danger, because you think in a very simplistic way that you know what's up and you're actually the smartest and you're playing some kind of 3D chess with him and you're really in control. But let's listen to the story she's about to tell us, because I saw this live and yesterday, and some of the stuff she says doesn't scream control to me, but hey.
So, and it's not serious, it's just fun, like, you know.
It's not fun if you
times a
OD.
week, maybe with just him.
It's not fun if you OD.
So, it was really nice. I don't know. I really like him. I like his face.
And that's all that's important,
I know,
right?
Joe, but I
Don't
changed
judge.
my mind.
Oh. Her and Joe are not having a good time in this chat. And some, actually a lot of the chat was very negative, which again, just fed her attitude at this point because that's where she is. But Joe was not okay with this.
I have he's the only person I'm gonna see.
That's not the concern. That's one of the concerns. It's a pandemic, but it's not the major concern at this point.
And I think I prejudged him too quickly. You know what I mean?
Prejudged? Explain, please.
So, you can think I'm pathetic all I want.
Oh, I will.
I don't care. It's my love life.
Love is such a strong word for the shit this is.
It's my love life.
I'm in love.
So, it's not even, it's nothing serious. It's just...
But it's a love life, not a hookup. Not getting you addicted to drugs and then you being in a position where you are addicted and suddenly his tone changes and you're addicted now.
How am I desperate?
How are you not desperate? No. Let's keep going.
Think I can't get anybody else? Please.
Please. I can get so many other people. Then why you settling for the druggie? I can't get anyone else. Well, you tried with Nick. He met you for 10 minutes and blocked you twice. So, do I think there is someone for everyone? Yeah, I think so. If you're looking for someone, there will be someone out there. Do I think this is the guy? No, I don't. But when she's like, oh, you think I can't get someone? What, so you're just saying this is the best choice for you? What evidence have you shown of getting anyone else? I'm in a weird place here, because on one hand, I agree she could get someone, but on the other hand, has she?
Sure, I could be with someone more wholesome or whatever. I mean, there's nothing wrong with him other than...
being a druggie?
We dabbled in some bad stuff, but that was it. Never again. And I can say that, never again, you know.
You've never said never again about anything in your life, ever? Ever. Like, think about the last week when she was inexplicably really emotional about the fact that she was like, oh, I really want to be with him, but I just can't, and feeling terrible. Like, I might go to the ER levels of terrible, and telling us all the details because she was like, this went too far. And then she's like, I can say no whenever. Clearly you can't, because you're there. When you unblocked him, her unblocking him is like me buying a pack of chocolate biscuits. Yes, I can tell myself I'm not going to eat them, but why do I need them if I'm not going to eat them? Why does she need the number unblocked if she's not going to contact him? This whole shit, oh, I forgot to block him again. Why did you unblock him in the first place? Why, when you said that, did you not just block him right there? It's because you planned this. You had made this decision days ago. And you're just now telling us. There's no reason to unblock his number if you did indeed block it, if you weren't intending to use it.
No, that's not something I enjoy doing on a regular basis.
On a regular basis, so sometimes. So you've gone from you'll never do this to never again to, oh, it's not something I do regularly. And I agree, it's probably not something she did regularly. She did say she tried it years and years and years ago, but it wasn't something, aside from THC, we've had no evidence of her doing any other kind of substance on a regular basis other than food. But to think you're in control of this? Nah, you went running over. What makes you think you're able to say no to this? Now I'm going to have Hamilton in my head.
I turned it off in the first place.
Oh, think of a
For
reason.
a reason I don't want to talk about.
How convenient. I cut it off in the first place for all the reasons that I did talk about, but now I don't really want to have to defend. But no, I don't want to talk about it. Honey, you already did. You just don't want to defend it because there's no defense.
It's nothing really bad.
It sounded pretty
Thank you,
bad.
plain cheeseburger. Sorry, I'm picking my nose. But the thing is, like...
Well, you're not that sorry because you're doing it.
It was going too fast, too serious. And now I know that I've set those boundaries, and I've just set, like...
What boundaries have you set? Tell me.
It's too fast for me.
All this stuff where she was like, I'm going to move into his house, that came from her. She gets serious very quickly. She does. Or from what we've seen. But the seriousness of the situation she was in wasn't, oh, this relationship has gone really quick. It was all the terribly damaging things that relationship was encouraging her to do. And yet she thinks she was in control of that. You're like, oh, it's moving too fast. Now I've set a boundary. Because I think in the next week, consider how far we came in the last week. Within the next few days, we're going to get stories of her doing more than she intended to do. We'll see how long this boundary lasts.
I'm going to sleep at home. So, unless I take some substance or something.
All right. So we've gone from I'm not going to do that to unless I take a substance in 30 seconds without him being there. So this is promising. This is promising.
Judging over, like...
Just the meth, guys. You're just judging.
I'm giving it another chance.
Why? The first chance was a terrible idea.
Probably. Have a little faith in me. You guys have no faith at all.
How?
None.
When have you... When has she ever earned that faith? Wow, it's a really cool... It's so grey and wet outside. It's been raining for 5 days. Can I change this light? There we go. I look a bit more human. Congratulations to me. She's done nothing to earn that faith. She's done nothing to earn that faith ever. So why would we have faith in her? The last time she went to this dude's apartment, she nearly OD'd. And that was her description. She had the symptoms of overdose, was what she told us.
Oh, these hurt. These are not comfortable. How am I spiraling?
How are you not?
Not.
What would you describe it as?
All.
What would you describe it as?
Erase and rewind. There's no meth. We don't do that.
You did it?
Tried it once.
How many times do you need? You did it.
And when he's with me, he doesn't do that shit.
Interesting, but when he's with you, you've described him in certain ways that makes it sound like he's on stuff. So Have you physically seen him do a drug when you've said he's been sober and we haven't done anything? Maybe not. That doesn't mean he didn't do it. You don't have that shit lying around.
I honestly would be like, I'm fucking, it's over. Like, I don't mess with that shit.
Really? Because last time you claimed that you asked him for it. So that's a bit of a mixed message, isn't it?
Hell no. I know it's not your usual wholesome fun activities you do together.
I don't know what's her obsession with wholesome at the moment. Like, we expect that from her.
Cocky attitude?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what we're talking about. You know exactly what we're talking about. You're just enjoying it.
So that's the deal.
And fuck you if you don't like it.
We're here to face the heat.
I do not.
You guys like this dress?
No,
This is the...
Can you please stop flashing your tits online? No one wants to see them. No one wants to see them. You wanted OnlyFans so badly you shouldn't have screwed over your subscribers.
The doctor? Yeah, I'm fine. I was just worn down.
Just skip
I knew
over
it.
that.
Like, I know my body, and I know if, like, my allergies, itchy throat.
Oh look, we've changed the subject.
I can't go. Hold on.
We've gone from doctor to itchy throat because I didn't want to answer the question.
I always have an itchy throat because of my allergies, especially this time of year.
Especially when I don't want to talk about doctors and the tests they may or may not have done.
Address? Yes, I already have.
Yeah. What do you think Peter's going to do, for real? How long do you think it would take him to notice that you weren't back? If you didn't reply, you're not the reliable sort. How long would it take for that to become a problem?
Fake metal? Ugh.
He's not going to be expecting a reply. He's not going to be like, why didn't you reply to me?
Why does it smell like that? Well, Joe, what am I supposed to do? Not live my life? Just in case people are going to talk about it? I know what you mean, but...
Ease up, Joe.
It's funny how Pete has got absolutely no backbone when it might benefit anyone but be an uncomfortable situation. But, you know, when he's talking shit about big issues and cracking on Joe, then oh no, then he can speak up.
Do you like my dress? Can you see the shoes?
She is living her 90s fantasy at the moment. Like, I don't know how much of it I'm going to cut out, as much as humanly possible. But she's been, let's be kind and call it singing, a lot of tracks from like the 90s, maybe very early 2000s, which is basically when, for want of a better term, she was cool. She was a teenager, she felt confident. So she always throws back to that, and this is just what it reminds me of. And the dress, I think the dress is hideously ugly. However, the shape of the dress is as flattering as clothes get on her, quite frankly, because it skims down over. The pattern helps to blur where she's got certain shapes coming out from underneath. So it helps to kind of even out her figure a little bit. Yes, she still holds very far forward, but it helps to hide it. Like, the dress as a shape is the best shape for her. But no, I do not like the look.
So this is the 3X, and these are the shoes. They're comfortable though.
She was just saying how uncomfortable they were.
What do you think of my dress?
I do not like it. Please get that shape in other materials / patterns, because I think it's a good shape for you.
Oh, they didn't give us utensils. Do we have any forks?
Maybe they assumed you'd be an adult and have some.
I'll use this one. Do we have any? More prepackaged ones in the drawer? I know, it's like we don't even live here. Look at shrimp and broccoli. Where's your food? They forgot your food. Do you want me to order you something else right now? You might like it.
Okay. Look at her face right now. Yeah? Look at it. Yes, he's not gonna like it, you know that. But when they got her order wrong and she got Karen's salad, Her response was, Jesus fucking Christ! And to flip out. Oh, they forgot your food. Do you want me to order something? You'd be on that phone immediately. You'd be like, where's my damn money and give me the food for free. So that face to me says she did not order his food. Now, obviously, she'd be less concerned for his food than she is for her own. She's got her food. She don't give a shit. But she would not respond this way if she had actually ordered. The thing that's happening here is they didn't forget your food. She forgot to order that food.
Do you like tofu?
Not really.
Here, want to try a bite?
Sure.
Hold on.
Actually, no, I don't.
Why?
It doesn't look appetizing to me.
Oh boy, I'm so sorry. Like, they always forget stuff lately. And people think I'm just not ordering you food.
Oh, no. Let me just hang around on this so that I can acknowledge that it looks that way. Yeah, you're not ordering Pete's food. Yeah, that's just real talk, hon. Real talk.
I swear.
Bullshit.
I do contact them. I message them and they just give me my money back right away. I just put like,
I want to see that
missing
receipt.
item, and they give me my money back.
I want to see the receipt of what she ordered. I want to see it. Show it to me. I want the literal receipt.
Sorry, Pete. Why would I forget, you know?
Why would you forget? Because you're an inconsiderate person who only cares about their own stuff. That's why you'd forget.
He didn't have meth laying around. He said it was somebody's pipe, and the only thing left in it was like there was some left in it.
Yeah, I have my issues with this. He didn't have meth laying around. He had someone's meth pipe laying around, which was definitely not his, but here's the second-hand meth, please take it. As an addict, your drug is quite important to you, yeah? Like, who leaves their meth pipe lying around? Who leaves it? And just go, no, there's some left in it, I'll just leave it there.
I know people would be judgy.
Judgy. That's the correct word for this, yeah. No, I'm judging you. Don't get me wrong, I'm judging you hard. But I knew people would be judgy just because I wanted to go to the meth head's house again. Oh, the internet.
He calls me, he's like, get in your car.
Do you remember at some point over the last week where he was like, get in your car and you come here? And she was like, fuck you, I'm in control and you like to control everything and that's not okay. And yet exactly the same this time, and speaking of not desperate, exactly the same this time, he calls her and she, no makeup, no nothing, goes running over because he called her. No, it sounds like you're not desperate at all.
Come over. And me, I'm like, yes, sir. Such a loser.
Yeah,
I'm a loser. You don't have to tell
are.
me.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you. Don't worry, it's free.
Basil.
Notice how now that he's called her and she's gone over there, she's back on vegetables as well. Not the baklava. No, I've got vegetables now because I'm a healthy queen because I have sex now, so I've got somewhere else for my addictions to go.
I'm gonna stay there if it's not safe to drive.
What if it's not safe to stay there?
Are you kidding? You get pulled over so easy.
You didn't seem to care when you did it before. You didn't care when you had no hands on the wheel and you were ordering food, to harken back to a more innocent time.
That's not why, Joe. I decided to unblock him on my own.
No, you forgot to reblock him. I remember.
You guys like tofu?
Tofu is freaking delicious. That's one thing I'm completely in agreement with her on.
I'm a beezer, that's why.
Move to strike beesim from the dictionary. I'd like the motion to be passed below, thank you. All in favour say aye.
What did I do with him last night?
Beesed.
Oh.
Think of a story. Stop and have a drink.
That would be a story for OnlyFans, wouldn't it?
Well, if only you hadn't fucked over your OnlyFans community, eh?
My allergies are so bad.
All the other stuff she takes, she can't take a Claritin? No, that might interact with something.
I'm not desperate.
You're so desperate.
Far from it. Actually.
You seem pretty desperate, my love. You really do.
With everybody I talk to, I just like him. He's
For
very aware.
Aware of what?
What I like.
What, drugs? Sorry, it was uneven. It was irritating me. Now it's on the floor.
Yeah, we shouldn't call him Dom. He was only like that when he... my hair is horrible.
Distract.
I thought I liked that. But, well...
So, when he thought you liked that, which you already told him you didn't and he kept going with, and yet yesterday he called you up and was like, get in your car. Excuse me?
No, we're not calling him Mr. Beth. Jesus!
That would be completely out of character for him. Oh, God. Oh, God, why?
We're not.
Well, some of us are now just because you don't like it.
Stop the stigma.
What, stop the stigma against illegal meth use? You know, sometimes there is a stigma for a reason. I'm fine with leaving that stigma there.
It wasn't his.
Honey, sweetheart, darling, have a seat. Intervention time. It was fucking his.
I know it sounds like bullshit. I
Yeah,
know.
because it's bullshit. Because it's bullshit. Here's the thing though, to be completely and utterly fair to her, which isn't, I feel like she doesn't particularly deserve at this point, but to be completely and utterly fair to her, I don't know at what point in the line it's his bullshit or hers. I don't know how much she knows is just complete crap, how much she's regurgitating because she hopes it's not complete crap, and if he's told her, no honey, it's not mine, someone left it here, then she can say, okay, I choose to accept that because then there doesn't have to be this massive red flag. So I don't know how much is deliberate bullshit that she is feeding us and how much of it is deliberate bullshit that he's fed her that she is now regurgitating to us because it makes her feel better. Still not a good situation, but I do believe there is a difference between the two.
The company he keeps, yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah, clearly they're the problem. Have you ever considered, you know how you curate your own audience? He has chosen to curate his friend circle. Maybe consider that for a moment.
I told him, fuck. I don't want to hang out.
Well, until you've got drugs in your system, and then we'll see what you want. Not that you'll be in any position to give any form of consent, but that won't matter, right? Because you're beasing and it's cool.
I am smart, April.
You are not smart. You are occasionally cunning. Occasionally. I'll give you that. You know how to invoke a reaction. You don't think enough ahead to be smart. Yeah, as is evidence from your many, many, many problematic behaviors and the current situation you find yourself in, right? You are willful. You are occasionally cunning. Smart to me is something else.
I'm a train wreck. Just living my normal life.
This isn't your normal life. Your normal life is a mukbanging, rage-filled, racist shut-in. That's your normal life. This isn't your normal life. This is what you've done for the past week that you think makes you feel super cool. No, I live such a wild existence.
I need to make a sex playlist. Don't you?
God, could you imagine going around to his place where he's got his drugs and whatever laid out and her saying, hang on, I need to break out my playlist. And it's, Oh God. I wanted to do it just so the clash of reality and her like 9th grade fantasies, suddenly she realizes what she's doing.
Joey, you still love me?
Oh, speaking of desperate. That I don't know what Joe said, but all over her hands, because God forbid you learn what the rest of the world has and just pop it into the bend of your elbow. Oh, it's going to be all over the apartment now. That question to Joe, though, really stuck out to me. I was like, oh, with all the stuff and how they've been talking to each other, does anyone have the comment of what Joe said in response? I feel like I'm going to have to see if I can find it, but I don't feel like he ran to her to say, no, I love you, which is maybe the response she was looking for.
I've met some really cool people on here, I gotta say.
Not that you value any of them, but...
Actually, he pays for everything every time I go there.
Well, that doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, he's trying to get you comfortable. He's trying to get you kind of set up into that life. And of course, it's going to start well. It's going to start, no, I'll get this. No, this is for you. Oh, you want some more? She may not give him money, but at some point in the conversation, if they keep doing drugs together, well, you have to pay your share, which then becomes, if she's stupid enough to tell us, then becomes, well, of course you have to, you know? And then you'll justify it again. And you have been gone for a week. He thought he had you off the hook for a while there. Of course he's buying your stuff now. Like, he's got to resettle you.
I don't reckless drive.
You reckless drive all the time. All the time. Do you need the video of that?
Give me a break. Jeez.
I will give you a break when you stop endangering other people's lives.
Hold on.
She'd find that a lot easier to control if she would hold it like a pencil instead of at the end like a paintbrush. You're not doing a watercolour, you're trying to do a precise line. You can't control the pencil like that, dude. Oh my god, the way she does her makeup drives me crazy. I'm not perfect at makeup. I like makeup, but what looks good and what doesn't is subjective. You might look at my makeup and think, Jesus Christ, woman. But the way she puts on her makeup kills me. Like, her eyes look very pretty, but her lipstick, she just never got the knack for it.
My allergies are bad. Can you feel bad for me?
That's all she really wants. She just wants that.
Why?
I'm kidding.
Stop spitting on your tissue.
Whatever, I don't even care.
And rubbing it in.
Whatever.
Oh, she took that quite personally.
Because she's talking on live. Don't you care that she's getting high?
It'd be nice if you did a little. You know, depending on the substance.
I don't care that she's getting high.
Well, clearly you love your lifelong friend very much and you're concerned for her health. Thanks, Pete.
They want you to abandon me.
I
You
genuinely...
deserve better.
I do. I want him to go off into the sunset with Winnipeg Girl.
My big complaint to her trying meth that one time was that meth is so goddamn low class.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
I can't believe we're just casually talking about this.
I still say that you are better than that. You're classier than that, okay?
Excuse me? Like, even Chantal doesn't believe this. Excuse me? Oh, I have so many things to say. Alright. Meth is a terrible drug. And nobody deserves the way it takes over every aspect of their life. Yeah, they don't deserve what meth frequently does to people. And nobody, not even Chantal, like, nobody deserves that. Yeah, it's a terrible thing. However, which part of this farting, burping, nose blowing, rage binging, mukbanging, filthy trash heap living, dangerous driving, like late night wood shitting, poo-poos in the kitchen, choose your own adventure that Chantal's channel is, which part of this makes you think she is better than that?
Yeah, right. That's what you think.
And also, oh, sorry, that was a whole nother side rant that I had to go on. How is it, Pete, that in the inconsequential shit that you never research, that you claim to care about but you don't really care about, when you're there going, well, we shouldn't use ableist language, and I'm going to support my friend through her choices because she makes those choices. When it comes to that, you've got a hell of a lot to say. But when it comes to the person you've been friends with half your life, potentially killing herself, you're going to find it extremely funny and joke about how classy it is that she did it with meth. I'm sorry, what designer drug would you prefer her to OD on? When the cops call you and you give them this story and they identify her and you say, no, I knew where she was going and I knew that she was using. And they say, yeah, she had a meth overdose. And it comes back as the cause of death. The embarrassment you're going to feel over the fact that it was a common drug and not something designer made. You know, should we feel bad for you? What would you prefer her to die on?
Low class. I'm so high class.
You're high. I wouldn't necessarily connect it to class.
You're higher class than meth, okay?
Please, link me the video. Show me the timestamps. I want to know. Show me when she's been higher class.
It's the ultimate white trash. The white trash. Ultimate white trash drug.
Maybe I am white trash.
Maybe?
Not that white trash.
No.
This whole conversation is insane to me. Like the whole this he can have an opinion on. Not her potentially coming back from an STD and from the sounds of how she's been avoiding the details not getting tested. Not the difficult but necessary conversation he might have as perhaps the only person in her life that sees her regularly and claims to care about her who could potentially reach her. Now, the chances of him actually doing that were low, but you could make the attempt. You're the only one who would make the attempt. And yet this is the conversation. No, it's all very funny. Let's have a laugh.
Never again.
No, never again, for sure.
That's a lie.
It's not a class.
Molly's fine. I don't care if you do Molly. Molly's fine, but no meth.
I just... No, Peter's got standards.
I know, Megan, and I made a mistake doing all those in one day, and I don't know why.
Oh, so the mistake was doing it all together, not doing it at all. You made a mistake. Now, mistake implies accident of some kind. You very deliberately, you requested this, you chased it, if we're to believe you. The things that she considers wrong and the way she words them are very, very revealing.
I wasn't thinking, how dangerous it could have been.
Well, you thought enough to request it.
I definitely wasn't feeling good.
Yep, and yet you're going back.
Where do you want me to sneeze? If I don't sneeze into my hand, you're going to complain that I sneeze out into the open.
Into the bend of your fucking elbow. We are 14 months into a pandemic and you're confused?
I know you guys. I'm looking for a used tissue.
A used tissue, not a fresh one.
Oh god. Mass unsub. You can't unsub. You can't sub manipulation somebody's life.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I don't recommend mass unsubbing, but as a consumer, and this is as a customer of any brand, and that's essentially what we are to you, sometimes the only way you can show that you are unhappy with the way a company is running itself is to say, I'm not putting my money towards this. So people can unsub to say they're not pleased with you. Now, she's had unsubs and then they've resubbed, so I don't think she's concerned about it at all. But to say, oh, well, you can't do that, you can absolutely do that.
Go ahead.
She doesn't give a shit about any of you, so go ahead.
It's all mass and stuff. I don't get manipulated. I don't do ultimatums or manipulated into doing things.
Or evidence to the contrary. I don't get manipulated into things. Oh, were you planning to do meth when you met him? Were you? I don't get manipulated.
That's the one thing. If you want to be like that, I'll do the opposite.
Yeah,
Whatever
and
people...
it's really easy to read, and it makes you really easy to manipulate.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know how she got her makeup on if her allergies are this bad.
I'm not going to be beezing anything in my nose. God, could you imagine?
We don't need to imagine. You already did it. We don't need to imagine.
We just are Thai. You had Thai food too? Me too. But I'm back to like not enjoying food as much.
Yeah, because you got sex and
It really
drugs.
depends. I gotta take my Ozempic. There's no red flags. Leave me alone.
There's no red flags. Excuse you. Also, get off your damn live stream if you're doing this. Even if it's Ozempic, we don't need it. Please do this in the privacy of your own home, not broadcasted on the internet.
I'm fully aware how to handle myself. I'm not marrying this person.
We're not asking you to marry
No.
him. We don't want you to marry him. Marrying him is not and should not be your aim. We're saying stay the fuck away from him. You're gonna die.
We're still doing Eurobees. Just want to have sex.
Okay, so have the sex and not
This
the
is the last
drugs.
dose.
If you can't do one without the other, that is indeed a red flag.
And then I have to go up to 1 milligram. Which I gotta pick up at the pharmacy.
Her whole attitude. The stupid drug that's helping me manage my stupid sugars while I'm mainlining fucking baklava. Stupid thing.
Oh, there's no more. I don't even have enough for a dose. Shit.
Right, so we'll just wander around without the Ozempic then. That's great for your blood sugar. Don't worry about it. If
I
only
guess I
you
have to go to
planned
the
it.
pharmacy.
Yeah. If only you were keeping track of your medication, but I understand when you're high that's hard to do. I don't know what. I think this is when all the flags were going in the chat. People were
Yesterday
going
was fine. I went there
hardcore.
yesterday.
Yeah, and you did
Nothing
hash.
happened.
Is hash as bad as meth? No, but you did it.
Vibrators. That's so last. Come on, you guys are crazy.
Yeah, clearly it's us.
Sam! I get it.
You clearly don't get it because you're not doing anything about it.
Chubby, you guys hear him?
Try and change the subject. She's desperately trying to change the subject to the cat. She frequently does. She distracts with other things and the chat is still going. How angrily she's tapping that pencil trying to wait this out. She can't respond to the chat because there's nothing good in it.
Don't go. I'm gonna go soon anyway. I gotta go over. I think this lip liner matches with this one, doesn't it?
Try and change the subject. Go on. Try and change the conversation. Desperately.
Sam, I need gum. My breath. Don't leave me. No, it's not like he pushed me to do things though. You know?
He engineered the situation so that you would ask for it though. So to say, oh, he didn't push me, he knew your personality because you're not hard to read. And then he presented an opportunity and framed it as definitely don't do this. It's not quite the same thing, but it's got an equal amount of intent behind it. And if you keep ignoring that, It's going to lead you somewhere bad.
I'm going to be home all weekend.
One, I'm not sure if I believe that, but two, even if it's true, what difference do you think that makes? It doesn't put you in any less danger tonight.
You know? Please be careful being spam attacked. I think it's just viewers.
Yeah. The
Sorry.
viewers that just are desperately trying to stop you. Who care enough to try.
Yeah, I'm doing edibles. Like I always do.
Yep. And driving to his and doing other stuff. And not looking after yourself and not doing anything safely.
A couple packs. I found this perfume, Nest Sun-Kissed Hibiscus.
And again, go straight into something else to gloss over what you just said. I'm taking a couple of packs, is what I just heard. Do you need to consume a couple of packs at his house?
No, I'm not gonna drive after gummies. I'm staying there tonight.
You said you were coming home. You said you weren't going to do substances. And then you said, no, I'm coming home, but I won't drive. I might stay if I do substances. And then you packed the substances yourself. Do you see this? Is this a case of her fooling herself or her trying to fool us or a combination of the two? I'm not sure where that line is. But that is the track she went on. She went from I'm not to I will if to I am supplying the things to ensure I do.
I figure I can at least stay maybe once a week. Have like a night of fun.
I figure I can do fast food Fridays and then I'll cook all the other nights of the week. Do you remember how successful that was? It's going to be equally as successful here.
You guys twist it.
We don't need to twist it. We don't need to.
I don't blame you, because hearing all of the things I've done.
No, you shouldn't blame us because it was completely illogical to go down the road we went with the information we were presented with. But we don't need to twist it. We just need to repeat it. And if what we're repeating is twisted, then that might be down to you.
I'd probably assume the same thing.
So you'll do nothing to correct that.
That's not how it is.
Okay, but you don't want to talk about it, right?
Not trying to make excuses or anything.
If you wanted to make excuses, you'd have to do a damn better job than this.
So, it is what it is. No, saying that somebody's a meth head did not come out of my mouth.
No, it didn't. But what did come out of your mouth was I wanted to do meth and he had a pipe lying around with some leftover meth in it. And I took a hoot of it because life is a hoot. She didn't actually say that last bit. I'm just being sarcastic. So from that, it is very easy to extrapolate. Well, he had a pipe lying around with some leftover meth, which means he either owns that pipe and is lying to you, or it did belong to somebody else, which is odd because I get the impression meth users usually keep track of their meth. And so he has regular interactions at his place where meth is a feature. It's not hard to extrapolate meth head from that. Yeah? You don't have to say the word if you're providing all the information.
You guys twist things.
Right, it's not twisted to say 1 + 2 = 3.
And freak out. Like,
It's just some illegal meth that I might have died on and I said I had symptoms of OD with. Yeah? You're being so unreasonable.
Seattle baddie, no. After I shit at his house, I bend over in my lingerie and say, "Wipe me, daddy."
When you do that, does his bathroom have a handrail? Because I saw you bend over to try and light your fire that time and you nearly face planted.
Alright, I'm gonna put the fireplace on. Gotta bend down low. Whoa, 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 whoa! Crap.
So I'm sure that's sexy and everything, but let's be realistic.
That's how I wipe my ass. I'm sober. I'm just weird.
You're sober, you're just a child. You're not just weird, you're just enjoying basically saying, I do what I want and fuck you, what you gonna do about it? And here's the answer. I'm not gonna do anything about it. I'm gonna tell you as an adult, hey, this looks really harmful for you, and I'm concerned if you continue on this path, you're either gonna die or something really serious is gonna happen to you. And after that, that's all I can do. Because you're determined to play this game, even if it turns out to be Russian roulette. So take a spin of the wheel, Chantal. Will you overdose? Will you just have a good time? Will you get an STD? Will they find you by the side of the road? Who knows? But you play the game, you win the prize. So give it a go and we'll find out where this goes. But me personally, what am I going to do? I'm going to watch it. And if something terrible happens, I'm going to feel bad about it. But after that, I'm going to live my life because I'll still have one to live.
Pure class. They asked. What do you want me to say?
Something that didn't make you seem like a raging C-word to your audience would have been a start.
Sleep with a dope fiend? Oh well.
As long as someone finds her attractive, she doesn't care. But hey, she's not desperate.
That's okay. Oh god, whatever. Who cares what my hairline looks like, right?
To be fair, I don't think her hairline is what he's going to be focusing on. Be lines of some kind, but not the hair.
He doesn't abuse drugs, so...
He uses the illegal drugs properly. What are you talking about? There's a reason they're illegal.
I don't know what else to say about that. You guys are always going to forever think that.
That he abuses drugs? Yes, because they're illegal for a reason, and there is no reason to use them. There is only abuse because they're not supposed to be used.
Because, I mean, since that night, we haven't done anything in that way other than edibles or hash or wine. So...
Right, so we haven't done it in the last 3 days. I don't actually know how long. Has it been a week? We haven't done it in this very short amount of time. We've done other things that are... Is hash legal? I know THC is legal, but is hash legal? I don't know. We've done other things that are softer than that, shall we say. But, you know, we haven't done that again, and therefore it's completely unreasonable of you to say he abuses drugs.
He had a crack pipe. I explained. That's what his explanation was. I haven't seen it since.
Okay, let's say rose-coloured glasses and his explanation was true. Is that better? Because you're saying, oh, we don't do that. He doesn't abuse drugs. Well, apparently at some point he had a meth party and someone left a pipe. So does that work for your argument? Because it doesn't seem to. Not for much longer.
If it turns out that he is into hard drugs, then goodbye. That's it.
Why did you unblock him then? Because clearly he was into hard drugs. All the evidence you've shown us is that he's into hard drugs, and you blocked him for a week. So why'd you unblock him if goodbye?
So then I leave, you know.
And then you go back because that's the kind of person you are.
What do you want me to say? You know.
I want you to say something less idiotic. That's what I want you to say.
Maybe I can just, whatever. Hi, Amanda.
What you can do and what you do are
hash
two separate things.
Hard drug. Is hash a hard drug?
I wouldn't call hash a hard drug. I know it's stronger than THC. I'm not sure as to the legality of it, but I wouldn't call it a hard drug.
No idea.
You don't know what hash is? Is weed a hard drug?
No.
Well then, I need your help.
Of course you do.
People are calling me a meth head.
Well, you did meth.
Sad girl, why don't you care about yourself? I do! Stephanie.
Just not enough to
Take
save your life?
Stephanie, thank you, Stephanie.
One of your fans messaged me the other night
What now?
saying she's concerned about the amount of weed you do,
Yeah, fair.
Oh.
You do a lot.
that it's affecting your videos and your lives and everything.
Yes, it is. You are slurring and completely unable to process things from the extent of weed you do online. Yes, it's legal. And I think I said this in another react. Yes, it's legal, but I'd be concerned for you if you were necking 5 bottles of wine and getting drunk on YouTube every night. And I'm concerned for you that you're doing this legal substance and it's getting you into that state at the regularity at which you do it.
She likes you.
I know.
She's just concerned.
Oh.
Yeah. And she knows, and let's talk to the cat, because I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with an actual legitimate concern that I can't defend.
Yes. Okay.
Hi, Sam.
So let's move on and not do anything.
Hi.
I think Pete's is pretty uncomfortable at this point as well, because he can rage on about meth being a low-class drug and she's better than that, but have an actual serious conversation about things that might matter. Hi, Sam! Hi, Sam!
Hi, Sam.
Oh, yes!
And now they'll both do the cat voice for a minute and then they'll both be fine and they can move on with their lives.
Is he cute?
Hi.
My channel's going downhill. Well, if
I
that
would agree.
happens just because of how I'm living, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, you don't know what to say. No, I feel bad. This smug bitch attitude is particularly irritating, which is why I've been so bitchy in this react, because it does rub me up the wrong way. It really does. Oh, well, if you're upset, I don't know what to say. Well, you have a vlog channel, because you haven't officially mukbanged in a while. Yeah, you have a vlog channel. This is about your life. So if people don't like your life, people are going to stop watching. Or subscribe to see you die. There's a bit of a split in the crowd. Oh, I feel so bad that you feel so bad.
He's not working as a chef right now.
No, because he's working as a drug dealer right now. Officially, I think he's in construction at the moment. Though what construction site works 9 to 5, I'm not sure.
Okay. I'm gonna go so I can get out of here.
I'm going to go so I don't have to have this conversation anymore. Not that she had to have it to begin with. God forbid she not turn on the camera.
I pretty much do scumps. I know the reactions already I'm gonna get.
Yep. And yet I turned it on because that's what I want. I want the reaction. I want the small amount of people that will support me no matter what to be excited with me because look how cool I am. And I want to piss off everyone else. So I've turned it on.
Remember my goals. Yep.
Yep. I don't give a shit about them right now, but yep, I remember them. I remember having them. I remember giving them up.
Well, there's less problematic men you can find hook up with.
Yeah, what a sensible comment. There definitely are. I don't live for other
I don't know
people.
if there is. And I'm sick of looking.
Alright, and that's the real truth here. Somebody is willing to tolerate me, and God, it was hard. So no matter how terrible this guy seems, I'm desperate and I'm gonna stick with him.
I'm not brushing my teeth before I go.
Yeah. And you can't make me. What you're gonna do? I don't need to do anything. It's disgusting and you have to live with it.
I am going to focus on myself. Thanks for the super chat.
Oh, she had to be careful because someone super chatted that. I am going to focus on myself after I've finished debasing myself for drugs and sex at his house.
I just
On
love
command.
the feeling of laying on a mattress and just cuddling.
Will she graduate to the bed at any point? I mean, they're cuddling. Clearly it's a romantic night, but she hasn't graduated to bed yet. Obviously, that's not the place to cuddle. Guys, we are near the end and I might just have to skip the rest. Hang on. Okay, guys, I'm stopping it there. I skipped through. She just she's not talking about anything massively important. So here we are. Chantal is determined to do what Chantal's going to do. Her attitude in this kind of what you're going to do about it, what you're going to do about it, what you're going to do about it, really rubbed me up the wrong way. But as I said, ultimately I'm going to do nothing but watch and then go live my life afterwards. So who you think you're showing here, I'm not sure. Because if this does end badly and you end up in the hospital, or if this does end badly and Pete ends up having to be the one identifying your body, who have you really shown anything to? You have the opportunity here to get out of a terrifying situation. And I really wish you would take that more seriously. But it's not who Chantal is, and she's determined to make her own mistakes. So all we can really do as an audience is hope that those mistakes don't end up being permanent. And until she comes to her own senses, because she's in control of this, you guys, there's simply nothing else we can do. All right, I'm going to see everybody next time. I've got hours of footage. For the record, however long this ends up being, I've got 2.5 hours of footage here. I will see you whenever this is edited down and with her next video.